So the great sage Patanjali in the first line of the Yoga Sutra says that yoga is the cessation of the fluctuations of the mind. Cessation of the wandering mind. So what he was saying was that the foundation of yoga really is the calming, quieting, and focusing of the mind, which is achieved through meditation. So welcome to Yoga Center of Chico. I'm Rex, and I'll be introducing you to the practice of sitting meditation today. A lot of you have probably heard about it, maybe practiced a little bit. So I just want to offer you some technique and tell you a little bit about it and where it comes from. So although yoga, and for many thousands of years, a lot of people don't realize this, for thousands of years, yoga didn't include the physical practice, the postures. They weren't part of yoga. Yoga was all about our mental selves, our minds, our wandering minds, and how to develop a better relationship with our minds. It was only recently that the asana practice, the physical practice, came into being. So you could say that meditation is the foundation of yoga. But most of the techniques of meditation that are practiced these days, today, and for thousands of years really, come from Buddhism. So the Buddha is really, Buddhism is really intertwined with yoga. They come from the same place. The Buddha, an historical figure from a few thousand years ago. And he left behind his teachings, which became Buddhism. So, and one of the foundations of Buddhism is sitting meditation. So the two styles of meditation that are most predominant in the Buddhist world are Vipassana, which comes mostly from Southeast Asia, and Zen meditation, which comes first from China and then most notably from Japan. So Vipassana and Zen. They're similar but different, but they all have in common the focus of being present and cultivating mindfulness. So I'm going to teach you sort of a combination practice this morning. So first thing we need to do is take a good posture. So take a good seated posture. Now you probably need to elevate your hips if you have a zafu, a cushion, meditation cushion to sit on. Of course, sit on that. Maybe sit on a blanket or two blankets if you need a block. Now some of you that aren't able to sit in a cross-legged position can grab your chair and you can sit on the front of your chair with your feet on the floor, hands on your thighs, and take a good posture there. It doesn't matter how you sit. The real key is to find a position where you can take a good spinal posture, a good vertical extended spine. So let's start with that. Good vertical spine. Let your shoulder blades drop down your back. Bring your ears above your shoulders and rest your hands on your knees. Now before we go into our meditation, we're going to do this. We're going to sway from side to side. And this comes from Zen Buddhism. We just start moving side to side like this, in big arcs at first. So you go from side to side. And then little by little, you make those arcs a little bit smaller each time until you end up vertical in a good posture. Now, the real focal point of our meditation practice is our breath. So our breath is always there, it's always present, and it's something that we can tune into. So let's just start by closing your eyes, maintain your posture, and let's start, breathe through your nose, take a few deep breaths through your nose, but maintain your posture with your eyes closed, a few big, slow, mindful breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely, big deep breaths. So get acquainted with your breath. Feel it. But now start to let your breath slow down to a more natural rhythm. So your breath is just going to come back to a natural rhythm. Now the basic Vipassana practice is to keep our eyes closed have our breath at its normal pace, rhythm, and all we do is focus our awareness on our breath and see if we can keep our awareness on our breath. So let's just do that. Keep your posture. Now you're breathing normally, and just bring your awareness to your breath. And you might bring your awareness to the tip of your nose, your nostrils, and feel the breath entering and leaving that place. So we focus on our breath. It's always there. It's always in the present moment. Now, it might seem easy at first to follow your breath a few times, but little by little, your mind is going to start to get active. Your mind will get busy. So just notice when your mind starts to take you away from the present moment. Just notice. Don't do anything else. Just observe and notice. Our mind doesn't want to stay in the present moment. It wants to, most of the time, be in either the past or the future. It's always in the past or the future. That's where our thoughts go. So to cultivate mindfulness, we have to cultivate the ability to stay in the present moment. So this is the basic Vipassana practice. We follow our breath, we remain in a good posture, and we notice when our mind starts to get busy. And when that happens, we let go of whatever thoughts arise and bring our attention right back to our breath. And you might do that 15 times in 3 minutes. And that's okay. Every time you do it, it's strength, like a muscle, it strengthens your ability to do that. So just do that on your own. Follow your breath, observe your mind. Now, some people find it helpful to have a phrase to use. So I want to give you a phrase that I use a lot with my students, both at Chico State and at the Yoga Center of Chico. And it's very simple. It's I am here now. So with your eyes closed in your posture, as you inhale, say to yourself, I. As you exhale, am. As you inhale, here. And as you exhale, now. So try that. Do exactly what you're doing before, eyes closed, good posture, following your breath, but now you're repeating that simple phrase. I am here now. Relax your jaw and soften your face. No tension. I am here now. If thoughts arise and take you away, just observe that that's happened. That's all. Let the thoughts pass through like clouds in the sky and bring your attention back to your breath. And the phrase, I am here now. So as I ring the bell, take another deep breath. Open your eyes. So obviously that was a very short little segment. I encourage you to do it longer. A good way to start is 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. and work your way up. A good amount of time, I find, is 20 minutes if you can get there. But start with 5 minutes. 5 minutes is great. You'll achieve a lot in 5 minutes. Now, that's a basic meditation technique with your eyes closed, good posture. Another technique that you can use that comes from Zen Buddhism is to bring your hands in this position. One hand here with your palm up. Your left fingers come atop your right fingers. You make a big oval shape with your hands and you lightly touch your thumbs together. This is called the cosmic mudra. So in Zen meditation, instead of closing your eyes, you have a good posture and you're looking forward and down, maybe 4 feet in front of you. Good posture, looking forward, and the same thing, just breathing and focusing on staying present. So some people find it easier with your eyes slightly open, and probably more people find it a little easier with your eyes closed. But whatever works for you. As I said, the end result is the same, to be present and cultivate mindfulness. So that's just a little short introduction to sitting meditation. And it's one thing to talk about meditation, but it's quite another thing to practice it. And so the practice of it is what we all want to get to, practicing. And if you do it a little bit every day, it will bring great benefits to your life. So thank you for watching, and namaste.